So Jeff, we're looking forward to what do you have to say? And we're looking forward to how did Engage Global or Micro Daily get started? And what is this opportunity you're talking about? Jeff, you have our attention.
Oh, thank you so much, Bernardine, and what a pleasure it is to have you jumping in and welcoming everybody here today, making those connections. It's just amazing to see how these Sundays have evolved into just really an opportunity for us to get into people's living rooms and just sit with them. Jonathan has created an environment where we feel comfortable, where we're all here just ready to begin the new week and have have our opportunity to just connect with others. And I'm seeing Dr. Rich and others that are going to be on as part of our program today. It is just amazing, when we talk about in Engage's beginnings. We wouldn't be here had it not been for Dr. Kedar Prasad, who is joining us here today. And I want to pull him up here with me. Thanks again. Let me go ahead and get everybody muted, though. I'll get everybody muted. There we go. And so Dr. Prasad, you'll need to unmute here in just a moment. But we are live streaming this. This is an incredible opportunity for us to get together. And with there being over 50 devices here with us today on this Sunday afternoon, already the 17th of December, it's my good fortune to be here and to just be rolling out to you the opportunity side of Engage Global. But before we go too far, I'd like to just reference our disclaimer. I think it's important that we start out the meeting that way so that we are protected. And those of you that understand the power of being here live, this is, as I mentioned, being recorded, but it's just powerful to be there when people are communicating, when they're talking, when they're, opening up their hearts to all of us. So let's go ahead and I will pull up the disclaimer. We'll get that taken care of and then make our introductions of Dr. Prasad here with us tonight. These statements and comments have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This information is for educational purposes only and includes information on recent advances in research on micronutrients. Engage, the Micronutrient Company, does not claim that our products diagnose, treat, cure, heal, or prevent any disease or injury. Engage's products do, however, address our deficiencies and provide our bodies with the nutrition that we are lacking. Nothing here is intended to be a substitute for treatment or a visit to your primary healthcare provider. So that having been taken care of, I want to just move right into who our special guest is here tonight, Dr. Kedar Prasad. And I am going to just read this little statement behind here. It says, the man behind Micro Daily. Dr. Prasad's 250 plus articles have been reviewed by his peers, including his mentor, Nobel laureate Linus Pauling, and have been published in numerous prestigious health journals. For perspective, most scientists publish many fewer articles in their careers. He has written 33 books in the areas of nutrition and cancer, as well as nutrition and neurological diseases, particularly Alzheimer's disease, Parkinson's disease, and concussions. With the legalization of CBD, he has researched over 500 publications on CBD and is now considered to be one of the world's foremost experts on CBD. So it is just amazing when we can reference the timeline that these things took place. His contribution to the military, this original military package, and I'm going to just start right out here. This supplement was made to protect and built to sustain. Two distinct words, protect and sustain, every day for life. I'm just going to read this paragraph, and this is part of our new science booklet that will be going out for everybody to utilize. It says not just to protect, but also to sustain our troops. The U.S. military asked Dr. Kedar Prasad, PhD, the world's foremost expert on micronutrition, and supplementation to develop a supplement that can provide a singular daily source of nutritional defense and nourishment for U.S. troops. And it is just my pleasure here on this Sunday afternoon to be able to pull Dr. Prasad, the world's foremost expert on micronutrition and supplementation, up here along with me. Hello, Dr. Prasad.
Hi, Jeff. Hi, Jeff.
My goodness, what an opportunity this is. And many of us are getting just super excited here, being the 17th already of December.
I know.
We really only have 2 weeks, 3 weeks.
3 weeks, yeah.
3 weeks from tomorrow is your 89th birthday, and
That's
we're all
right.
going to be there to help you celebrate in Las Vegas. And super excited about the opportunity that you've given us to help us celebrate your birthday. So,
Well, Jeff, without
Hey,
your dedication, I don't think we would have reached where we are today. So
well,
I compliment
thank
your dedication
Thank-
and contribution.
Thank you, Dr. Prasad. And as Bernard mentioned right there in the beginning, had it not been for that relationship that you forged with David Nemelka,
Yes.
where he came in on the financial side, the opportunity side, that married perfectly with your contribution of the understanding of the human body and the lack of micronutrients in our diet.
Yes.
And how that's really benefited. So what I'd like to do today is kind of take a little different approach.
Mhm.
I've gone out and I've searched the internet for something that's really kind of meaningful to me, and I've used it over the last several years. This is by a company called The Journey of Purpose. And so, Dr. Prasad, as we start out today talking about the opportunity, I want people to have a foundation, a foundation of understanding that why we're here is because of a journey that you've been on. When you were 10 years old, you referenced, being born in 1935, 10 years later in 1945, Hiroshima and Nagasaki happened. And I know, just having watched the movie Oppenheimer about the events of that day and what was going on, the prevalent just emotions with everybody. I can't imagine, Dr. Prasad, you being 10 years old and being called into this journey of purpose. And so I'm going to just share with everybody here this little video. It's about 3.5 minutes long, but it'll kind of set the stage for how I'd like to have the rest of today's get together play out. So if it's all right, Dr. Prasad, I'll just I'll pull you off of the spotlight so that we can all enjoy this full screen and understand, everyone. I want to give credit where credit is due. I did not compile these excerpts. I did not put it together. It was done by a company called The Journey of Purpose, and I had just located it about 5 years ago on the internet, on YouTube. And so I'm going to just play it for you to set our stage here for this Sunday afternoon. So here we go. I'll be right back with you.
Everything around us that we call life was made up by people that are no smarter than you. So build a life. Don't live one, build one.
My father could have been a great comedian, but he didn't believe that that was possible for him. I learned many great lessons from my father, not the least of which was that you can fail at what you don't want. So you might as well take a chance on doing what you love.
You have to trust that the dots will somehow connect in your future, because believing that the dots will connect down the road will give you the confidence to follow your heart, even when it leads you off the well-worn path. And that will make all the difference.
And it is going to get hard and you're going to want to quit sometimes, but it'll be colored by who you are and more who you want to be. I definitely found that wanting to be an actor stems from wanting to be somebody.
The hardest thing to listen to, your instincts, your human personal intuition, always whispers, it never shouts. Very hard to hear. So you have to, every day of your lives, be ready to hear what whispers in your ear. It very rarely shouts. And if you can listen to the whisper and it's something you think you want to do for the rest of your life, then that is going to be what you do for the rest of your life. And we will benefit from everything you do.
As far as I can tell, it's just about letting the universe know what you want and working toward it while letting go of how it comes to pass.
And you will need to find your passion. Find your passion and follow it. Don't give up on finding it.
As you are responsible for your life. And if you're sitting around waiting on somebody to save you, to fix you, to even help you, you are wasting your time because only you have the power to take responsibility to move your life forward. And the sooner you get that, the sooner your life gets into gear. What matters is now, this moment, and your willingness to see this moment for what it is, accept it, forgive the past, take responsibility, and move forward.
So when I think of what is the meaning of life, people ask that question on the assumption that meaning is something you can look for. And then we found it. And it doesn't consider the possibility that maybe meaning of life is something that you create, manufacture for yourself and for others.
What do you desire? What makes you itch? How would you really enjoy spending your life?
Wow. So, Dr. Prasad, yeah, powerful individuals, people that we look up to in our lives, famous comedians, heads, captains of industry. And Dr. Prasad, I consider you in that arena of people that have really made a mark on this life. This journey of purpose is something that you created. And so I'd like to just share that little section of our video, our corporate video, where it talks about you and your background and how fortunate we are to have you. And there's a favorite spot in this video that it just really touches me. It's when you and David Nemelka are walking away from the camera, just there together, these two juggernauts, David being the financial side of it, you understanding the significance of that health piece. And I want to just share that with everybody today as we continue to build upon this platform of purpose. And so let me share that video. Thank you, Dr. Prasad, for being here with us. Here we go.
In 1945, the United States dropped atomic bombs on Japan, demonstrating the horrors of radiation damage. The world was changed forever. But from the ashes grew a consciousness that touched a young boy in India named Kedar Prasad.
Born in 1935, and in a way in a small village under British occupation, because at that time British was ruling India. When I was in India, at that time there was a Hiroshima and Nagasaki bombing. and a lot of people got killed. So I thought that I should develop some product which can save people from radiation damage. So I decided to study radiation biology and came to the United States, University of Iowa, Iowa City, to study that. And that was the only program in the whole world on radiation program and in PhD. And I finished in 3 years.
Dr. Prasad went on to become the world's first radiation biologist and one of the world's most published professors and researchers on nutrition and human health. The determination and volume of work from this remarkable man set the stage for what was to come next. In 2001, Marine Corps Systems Command approached Dr. Prasad with a problem. Active troops were 4 times more likely to contract illness and disease. Working with the Department of Defense, NASA, and a team of independent scientists and researchers, Dr. Prasad led the charge to create a powerful supplement to protect the soldiers from the inside out. After 6 years of intense effort, with congressional funding and over $24 million invested, and after 14 clinical trials, a powerful new supplement called Military Micronutrient Formulation, or MMF, was ready for the world.
So this is a powerful product that we have developed, which not only improves the health of the people, but also protect against the radiation damage, UV damage, and also environmental stressor that we already face. So this is a powerful product that we developed, and it took a long time to develop.
As the world's first radiation biology PhD recipient, who holds the only known patent for micronutrient protection from radiation, Dr. Prasad is uniquely qualified to develop an answer to the threat of 5G EMF radiation. It is his life work. Dr. Prasad has taken his original MMF formulation and enhanced it with 4 new ingredients to combat the effects of radiation. He also added methylated folic acid and vitamin B12 to enhance absorption and effectiveness. This new product is a patent-pending supplement called MicroDaily EMF Radiation Defense. It has all of the powerful benefits of the original U.S. military formulation that promotes our body's optimal immune system and anti-inflammation response. But in addition, it includes the added strength to defend and protect your body against the new threats of 5G EMF radiation. Our health is by far the biggest determining factor to our overall state of well-being. More than wealth, more than job satisfaction, our health is key to living a full life. Built upon the foundation of Dr. Prasad's scientific authority and his impeccable character, with years and volumes of research and clinical testing, this unique product is the answer to the dangers of the new world.
So, Dr. Prasad, oh my
Jeff,
goodness.
you have to send me that copy. I don't think so. I've seen that. I mean, I have seen it before, but I have not had a copy of that video.
I will send it to you. And I know that a while back when we were talking about this, you had the chance of sharing a portion of that video with your sister.
Mhm.
And so it's always interesting to get a perspective of a family member because, you know, family is like, well, you
Doesn't
know,
know it. Yeah.
he's just Kadar, you know, that's
Yeah,
just Kadar.
right.
And you know, and it's just we've done our best to kind of create a family environment, an atmosphere here where
Yeah,
people
this very well
feel
done.
like that we can come together here on a Sunday afternoon and go through a few things. But it's just as I set the stage there, that journey of purpose, Dr. Prasad, what you've created, that life of significance as to who you are, it has fueled your passion. It has taken you to a place where, and your sweet wife has shared with us that Kedar doesn't he doesn't amass all kinds of fancy things around him. Judy was sharing that pretty much everything that you hold important or that you own could fit in a couple of suitcases.
One
But-
suitcase.
One suitcase. And so when we're talking about an opportunity, I reflect back on who it is that created this opportunity for us. And we wouldn't be here had it not been for somebody who has spent their life creating a life of purpose, a life of meaning, and doing what you have done. And we've just seen that, age 10 on what you've done, that going through the University of Iowa City. I had no idea until a few months ago when Helen and I went and walked that campus, about the significance of having their first ever PhD graduate, I mean, in the world. And that was you, because of what you did to create a life of meaning. And it gives me the chills just thinking how fortunate we are, Dr. Prasad, to have you here with us.
Thank you.
And an opportunity, when people hear opportunity meeting, they think it's all going to be talking about money. But I really want today to be about finding your purpose. And you've done such an incredible job teaching us how to grab onto something that really has meaning. And I really feel like that Helen and I, over the last almost 11 years, in fact, in February,
Mhm.
it will be 11 years for us in association with you and David Nemelka. I feel like that this is our journey of purpose, and that we have created not just an opportunity to involve more people, but have those people, as they come and mingle with us, share that desire to be more than we can be by just being alone. And
Yes.
so thank you. Thank you. And so it's in keeping with that, though, that I'd like to share a little bit of our journey. Just in the last 40 days,
Yes.
we've met some individuals on the road that didn't know about Engage, that didn't know about Dr. Kedar Prasad, the world's foremost expert on micronutrition and supplementation, but because somebody shared this with them and they felt something, whether or not it was a physical change in their health, or whether they felt something in their heart that says, I want to be part of something much bigger than just myself. And so I'm gonna have a couple of people join us here,
Sure.
Dr. Prasad,
Sure,
and they
sure.
can share
Love
a
to.
little
Yeah.
bit a little bit of their story. And I'm going to start out with Kimberly. We met her that very first night, did Dr. Prasad, on the 25th of October at
Mhm.
your favorite restaurant.
Yes, yes.
Kimberly was there with us. And
Yes.
we had that evening together when we launched this trip.
Trend.
And
Yeah.
so I have a picture of the next day, because we did a meeting at the veterans facility, and we took a picture with Kimberly just outside. Let me see if I can pull this one up. I believe it is right. I don't know if I can see it here or not. Oh yeah, here it is. All right. So no, that's not it. Kimberly, you know what? I'm just going to pull you up here onto the screen with us. That's really what I need to do. I see that you are here, that you've joined us, and just let's add your spotlight. I'm sorry I couldn't pull up your picture. I was going to tease you with here's a picture. Her husband just got out of the hospital. a scary situation, but we're so grateful that he had Microdaily on board, and that his body had created a resiliency against a future event. We had no idea that he was going to be faced with the type of medical challenge that he was. But Kimberly, maybe you want to share a little bit of that story about Andy, and then talk about your first couple of months here with Engage and feeling part of this family. Go ahead, Kimberly.
Thank you, Jeff. My husband and I just survived because of our carbon monoxide alarm going off in our closet. And I guess that when carbon monoxide attaches to your red blood cells, it can't transport the oxygen that our vital organs need. And he had 37% of his red blood cells attacked by the carbon monoxide. And so today we are really grateful for having had this in our body since October. And I really believe that it's really what's kind of helped me through this past week immensely, because I have not been eating right. So the sustaining part, I may have lost a little bit of weight, but those pounds didn't need to be on me. And so I got the nutrition I needed in the stress that I was going through, as did my husband. And they allowed him to have it while he was in the hospital. So he's still on it, and he's going to pull through. He's still shaken, but the opportunity that I decided to jump in has literally changed my life. And I've been in other direct marketing companies, but nothing like this one. When I looked at my back office the other day, I was like, wow. I wasn't expecting to make this kind of money this soon. And I operate actually I have two companies, and I operate an Airbnb, and then I run a pool service. And the teamwork that this company has is by far the best teamwork I've ever been involved with. So when I joined Engage Global, I hadn't even tried the products yet, but I knew that I wanted to do this because of my background, and I love helping people. I have a child that has an autoimmune deficiency caused from a vaccine that created a molecular structure change in her kidneys from strep throat. And I'm always looking for the best next thing. And I needed something. And God opened that door when I came into micronutrients, and I was talking to Beth, and she was telling me all about it. And I was like, okay, I don't even want to sign up as your preferred customer. Just make me affiliate. So I went ahead and jumped in feet first. And my first month, I was quite surprised that I made the level I did. And then I really wanted what I made the second month, but I didn't think it was possible to even get where I am today. Okay. So with the amount of work that I do, anybody can do this. The amount of teamwork that's involved here is why it works. When I'm not available, but yet I have the customer ready, Beth has been there for me, and I get on the call. She carried me all the way through this. To be able to have her fly down here in my first month and do what Jeff and Helen did for me really opened my eyes to what I had. And this is this is a gift. Dr. Prasad is going to change the lives of so many people that want this, and they don't even know it yet. And the beautiful thing is that you work, the team works, and it all works together, and we all benefit from the work that we all do together. And that's how we spread this word, by teamwork. And in this teamwork, I am making a really good living already. I mean, I can't imagine making a couple $1,000s in a month, and this is my second month. So I see this as an opportunity to get out of the pool business. And I want to be Helen and Jeff. My husband and I now have a plan to, within the next, well, with this hospital bill, it may take me a couple of years, but and it may not, because, you know, I'm meeting people and I'm changing their lives. So I can thank you, Jeff, for coming to Santa Cruz and for showing me how to do events. And I appreciate the fact that I can call you when I'm doing an event and actually have you help me run the event and answer the questions I can't answer. So that's why, if you're thinking about being an affiliate, you don't need to sit on the fence any longer. Jump in, because we're all here to hold your hand and to lift you up to the stars, because that's where we're all going. Because we have a product that is nothing, there's nothing in the world that can touch what Dr. Prasad has given us. My daughter has 2 infected teeth that need to be pulled out of her mouth right now. And for the last month, she has been taking this while she's waiting for her doctors to figure out what drug they're going to put her on to pull those teeth out. And meanwhile, my daughter has this infection and she's been compromised immune-wise, but because of these products, she's not relapsed and her body is sustaining itself and she's as healthy as can be. And she's still losing a little bit of weight every week because she's done what Dr. Prasad told her to do. At that dinner, she was there. So thank you for this time, Jeff. And thank you, Dr. Prasad, for your lifelong dedication to provide humanity with the gift of longevity, but longevity where you're actually walking, talking, feeding yourself, and not in bed with other people doing those things for you, because that's where we're going.
Wow.
Thank you again for this time.
You bet. And thank you, Kimberly, for those
Thank you,
kind
Kimberly.
words. Yes, that's amazing. So, you know, Dr. Prasad, Kimberly said, I appreciate what Jeff and Helen have done and what Beth has done, but it's only those things that we've seen you do. I mean, how many calls have you been on with us, Dr. Prasad? How many people have you helped us explain the story to, because we couldn't? And so we're hopefully able to demonstrate to you that we're continuing your journey of purpose by doing exactly what you've
That's amazing.
described to us and what you're doing. My goodness. So
So your trip was very successful, what Kimberly describes it. I mean, you know, I'm sure you have many, like, you know, few more like that.
we do, and I'm gonna share another couple with you that we wouldn't had we not driven out of our way into a little a town in Kentucky. We wouldn't have been out there together, so that Beth on her way back home could have reached out to this couple. This next couple that I'm going to bring up here for us is Linda and Dr. Rich out of the Asheville, North Carolina area. And I want to just share with you quickly, we had met them just hours before. I mean, this was on a Sunday afternoon, so take about the time that we are right now. On a Sunday afternoon, early evening is when we first met them. We did a presentation in one of their context home, and then they took us out that evening to just see the area. I want to pull this video up. I'll take you off of the spotlight just so that I can share with everybody this evening, and then I'll introduce you to Linda and Dr. Rich.
That's beautiful.
Oh, wow.
Oh, my. That's not our house.
But it is beautiful. Gee, we were walking fast, weren't we?
No, he's on.
I know, I'm joking.
so yes, I was on my one wheel that night, and I just held up my phone, and what an amazing opportunity, you guys. That was in one of the gift shops there. Can you just see the joy that's coming off of these two? And they had no idea. This is the first time we really met him. We'd known them for just a truly amount of a few hours. And you know, Dr. Prasad, they are here with us. Linda having been the here, I'll add them as a spotlight. So Dr. Prasad, that evening they got excited. Well, you know what? They got excited probably a couple of evenings before that in order to have the get together that we did at Tony's home. But Linda, Dr. Rich, do you want to just kind of give us a little bit of a background as to how this all evolved when we start talking about an opportunity to really create a life of purpose?
Well,
Go ahead.
just
I'm gonna turn it over.
the groundwork has been being laid for a long time because I love to help people and I love to help them with their health. And it hurts me so much to see so much suffering. And so much of it has to do with the conditions of the world right now. And so, as you were started to say, some friends of ours were driving from Kentucky to Charlotte, and that was Beth and Rebecca. And so they were right in town and said, hey, we're driving through. You people want to meet for dinner? And we said, well, it's going to take a while, but yeah, sure. So I had known Beth, met her years ago, and that woman was so sick. I can't even, I can't even describe how sick she was. And when I saw her, I said, what have you been doing? How did this happen? Because I know some of her struggles, and she's taken a lot of good things in the past. She knows her stuff. She had her own house store. I don't know if she still does. I doubt she needs it now. She needs it. And anyway, so they, Rebecca and Beth just told us about the products. And I said, these are all these issues. Dr. Prasad, you are so brilliant. You have so much wisdom and science. And when I saw that, I said, you know what? This is exactly what the world needs. Exactly. And so we immediately signed up, and then I've started to learn a little bit more, like the back office. It's like, I've never seen so many tools, so many incredibly helpful tools, information, testimonials, your story. And then the compensation plan. I agree with what Kimberly said. Oh my gosh, I am 100% in agreement with everything. She's amazing. And everything she said came from passion. And that's what this company is about. And then as far as making income, geez, I don't know what to say. Between, let's see, we had double bonus, triple bonus. We had buy 2 gummies, get 1 free. Woo, that was amazing. Right before Christmas too. And then now the CBD, buy 2, get 1 free. That is my testimony. That product has changed my life in just a couple of weeks. I mean, most of my life, I slept about 5 hours a night. I functioned fine. But then the past few years, this horrible thing was happening. I would sleep a couple of hours, wake up between 2:30 and 4:30 and be awake for 1 to 2, sometimes longer hours, and then fall back asleep. Well, I must say, the past few nights, the past week maybe, I am sleeping not only through the night, but sound. I mean, just sound. That I haven't felt that experience in a long time. So if anybody said CBD could do that, I would have said, yeah, right. But I don't know. It's amazing. So that's my testimony. But again, just as Kimberly had said, the teamwork is really what made it. Starting from Jeff and Helen and Beth and Rebecca, and also Denise is in that picture also. She's part of our team. They have been there for us anytime, we needed to speak to someone. They were there to talk to them, answer our questions. And the most important thing is we do what they say. Whatever Beth says we do it because she's successful. And I think that's helping us be successful, just having ears to hear and do. And Jeff's presentation made sharing this the easiest thing I've ever done. I mean, I was a teacher, so to have a presentation that I can hold up and just walk people through and giving them all the information they need. If they have questions, it's easy to find the answers. So Jeff, you did an amazing job. And yes, I took the notes in the book because yes, I am a note taker. So it was hard for me to put my notebook aside. But I did exactly what you said. And I just made those little notes that I needed to add. And thank you. Thank you so much. I could go on, but I think I'm kind of.
Well, yeah, and really what you're talking about is all the notes that you made here in the science booklet, because anybody can share it if you've underlined, you've highlighted, because you've now been empowered to do that. And so, yeah,
all the information is right there. That's all you need. So I'm anxious to do one. How could it be better?
Kadar, I mean, it's just amazing to see that somebody just starting. I mean, there's Linda and Dr. Rich and Dr. Prasad, their first 3 weeks in the business achieved Freedom 1. So that's over 10,000 in volume.
Thanks
in 3 weeks. And it wasn't about everybody going out there and buying more than they needed. It was about a lot of people buying what they needed. And some of them, as Beth suggested, were on higher doses than normal because of what their bodies needed. And so, Dr. Rich, maybe you can spend a minute or so with your background, being in chiropractic and having represented multiple other types of products. Maybe you can talk a little bit about what you're experiencing and the significance of Dr. Prasad's products.
Well, a couple of things. I'm a chiropractor and always listen to people like Zig Ziglar always said, if you help enough people get what they want, you'll get what you want, which I've always believed, but I've never had a company to actually make that happen, or a supplement to make that happen, or a team to make that happen. And I, as a Christian, I use the Bible a lot. And there's a Proverb 3:27, if I'm going to read it here. It says, withhold not good from them to whom it is due when it is in the power of your hand to do it. And so I believe now I have an obligation, a duty to share this with everybody I talk to. And what happened in the first 3 weeks is, I'll put it this way. I look at Dr. Prasad and his wife as part of a family, and they're the grandparents. And Jeff, you and Helen have become like a brother and a sister, as well as Beth. So we were like in a family. You have a newborn, and so as newborns, Linda and I didn't know much more than when we were hungry and when we needed our diapers changed. So we would let Beth guide us and direct us. And in the 3 weeks, she took us from being infants to toddlers to youth. And now I think we're about in the teenage realm where we're starting to be able to do our own thing a little bit more. But it's because of the coaching and the teamwork and the support, coupled with a product that's surpassed everything we've ever been involved with. In the 40 years I've been involved with, probably, I don't know, 60, 70 different companies for either a month or a year or 2 years, because the products didn't always work like they should. So I'm just really grateful for that God brought us this product. And like I said, for me, it's not so much a product or a company, it's a team. And like I said, Dr. Prasad, I'd be honored to have you and your wife as our grandparents.
Thank you.
And I do have to add one thing. The thing that has made this so exciting is, like, my goal was to see people helped.
Yeah.
And so many people have already been helped. You would not, I can't say
They
that.
would believe
You would love to hear all the testimonies just in the people that we've shared this with. Their lives are being instantly changing in some ways. I mean, we'll talk sometime.
And then I have one other, when we first met Jeff, it was a Saturday that we met, and he agreed to come to Asheville on that Sunday. And we spent the hours together, and he said, you are coming to Vegas. And I, first of all, it was financially, maybe not, but thank you for what you've done, that we'll be there celebrating with you in January. Yeah, we're
Yep.
gonna, yeah. So thank you so much, Jeff, for everything. God bless you.
Yep.
Well, absolutely. And to see the emotions bubble up, Dr. Rich, and see those tears of joy and gratitude for where you're at in life because of our grandparents. Papa Prasad. There you
Yes,
go.
right.
Here it is, Papa Prasad,
Yeah.
Papa and Mama.
Yes, sure enough.
What a joy. Thank you for coming on and for
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for telling
opening
this story.
your hearts
Thank
to
you
us
It's our
for
tonight.
blessing. It's our
everything.
blessing.
Yes.
That's our
It
blessing.
is
Keep up the
extremely
great work, Dr.
warming
Prasad.
to me because to hear this story, I feel very happy and provide more energy to keep going.
Amen.
Please
Thank
do.
you. Thank you.
All righty. Thank
We
you.
have to give him a lot more stories so he has a lot of energy to keep going, right?
Yep, keep the stories coming.
Thank you. God bless.
Yeah. Oh my goodness, Dr. Prasad. So Jonathan took some time off today
He
to
deserves it.
take
Yeah.
care of some things. He deserves some time off. And I think we have been so richly rewarded with just demonstrating how this journey of purpose, I mean, engaging, I love the name of the company that David chose, to where we're truly engaging in life. We're
Yes,
engaging
yes.
in something that is worthy of us and worthy of our life's commitment. This is one life that we have to create a life of meaning. And I couldn't think of a better way of stating it all than what we just heard from two of the newest success stories. I mean, Freedom One, we talk about that 10,000 in volume, like it's that, maybe in your first 90, 120 days, you'll get there. But here's demonstrated to us in about 20 days.
That's amazing.
What has happened because people just embraced it. They've taken the tools that have been provided for them because of the back office. They've taken the app and sent information out, and then utilized this, Dr. Prasad, what you helped us create, what we're in the process of revamping so that it's even better. The time that you've taken away from your life and your purpose to help us. I mean, the time that you spent going through this initially and then the newest one, that's time that you're investing because you know what the outcome of that will be.
Yep.
You know?
Yep.
And so as we put this together, I'm encouraging everybody, if you don't have your tickets yet to Las Vegas, if you don't have your hotel rooms, get them. Just come out with us. We've got 3 weeks from today, and we're going to be in Las Vegas with Dr. Prasad with an opportunity meeting. Imagine what you're just seeing and experiencing here tonight in a live event, hearing from individuals up in front of the room like Kimberly and like Linda and Dr. Rich and myself and all of the others that are going to be there. Imagine your guests participating in something like that live at a convention, hall or room. We don't have it set up just yet, but in 3 weeks we will. Come, plan on being there. And then 3 weeks from tomorrow, on the 8th, Dr. Prasad will be there to help usher in the next year for you.
Yes.
Because
yes.
we all know, and I shared there in the beginning when I was introducing you about your mentor, Dr. Linus Pauling. And you and I had this conversation, and I'm going to just use this as our platform to talk about, if you think this year is going to be good, tell us just a little bit about the 90th birthday party that Linus Pauling, the double Nobel laureate, and your mentor, what did he do in Vegas for his 90th birthday?
Yeah, what happened is some of his friends who was also Nobel laureate, and so arrange a taxi for him, and he said, "Why don't you go in that taxi and meet me in such and such place for a dinner?" And then he said, "Okay." So by himself, he entered the car taxi and found two beautiful women sitting there, and he was telling me that he was shocked, and how the woman was probably paid, but he said, "I was so nervous after that." He was telling me this story. I was so nervous, but anyway, so that was his way of, his friend way of celebrating him.
Yeah, and so they did have a big 90th birthday party in Las Vegas, and there was as I understand, quite a surprise, and a lot of people
very surprised. He was shocked. He was surprised.
Yes.
He said, just going there, but
Yeah. Well, we want to do something like that for you. You already know about it. We've talked about it. And so everybody come 3 weeks from tonight, we're going to be in Las Vegas, and it's just going to be the dress rehearsal for what the 90th is going to be in a year from now. I'm telling you guys, and the opportunity as we laid it out in front of everybody tonight is worthy of you. It's worthy of your efforts. It is a journey of purpose, because we have
and even though it is my birthday, but I will be always available for talking to you in a small group, big group, or in whatever way you want, Jeff. And I arrived there on 6th because I want to, play craps table. But except that, so I will be available really from 6th, 7th, 8th.
Yes.
I leave 9th. So anybody who wants to see me, I will be always, walking around, or Jeff has always my contact now. He can always see, okay, in an hour I'm meeting, say 20 people in such and such place. I will be there.
Yeah. You guys, exactly. Imagine your opportunity to hang around, rub shoulders, be with the world's foremost expert on micronutrition and supplementation. Get a selfie picture. They're really, we should call them ussies, because there's more usually than just one person in the picture. But imagine having that kind of an opportunity with Dr. Prasad, and you'll hear some things come out over the next couple of days that are going to be really exciting about the event in Vegas. I can't tell you about them all right now, but I'm just telling you, stay connected with your lunch and learn. Stay connected with your team meetings. Stay connected with your leaders, and just know that these opportunities to truly engage with life is engaging with people of like minds. People are being drawn together for this purpose. And thank you, Dr. Prasad. I'm going to start calling you Papa Prasad.
Yeah, right. Really, you could. I mean, you know,
Grandpa to all of us.
yeah, for sure.
Oh, this is awesome. Well, as we leave, and to just share a little bit about the journey, Helen and I are back home right now, and I want to just share with everybody here. Life continues to be a journey,
Yes.
and so
Yes.
I'm gonna show a couple of pictures here of things that we've done since we've been back, and I want to show you this. So
Yeah. Wow.
this
Look
is
at that.
me and the one wheel, and yes, those are honest to goodness bison behind me. That's about a mile, and well, about a mile from my home, just on the backside of the mountain. And this is down by the terraces. You can't really make it out there, but up on the mountain behind me, in rocks that they have placed there, it says world's largest mineral hot springs, and it's pointing an arrow to that. So
Wow.
this is the little park that's by us. And I was riding my one wheel the other day, and I just got a little video of it. And so here's a little journey for everybody.
Beautiful. Wow.
How was that? Just a little bit of journey right here to end all of this with Dr. Prasad here today. You know, it's been such an honor for you and I to be here, not only talking about the significance of these products, but how these products are impacting the lives of others, and how it's allowing them to really live more of their lives by
Yeah.
being able to do these things. So
Yes.
I
Yes.
I see here in the chat, Donald Williams from Jamaica is also referring to you as Papa Prasad.
That's okay with me.
Oh goodness! Wow.
Nice to hear from a engaged family. You know,
Yes.
I'm always happy.
Yeah, that is what it's all about. And so thank you everybody for being here. We're going to end exactly right on time. We started on time. Thank you, Bernard Dean. I'm going to just pull you back up here onto the spotlight with us. If you want to open up your microphone, I'm going to give you the last words, my friend, and then we'll put a bow on this. Go ahead.
Well, you know what? I'm going to actually forego my comments, and I would love for you to pull up Beth Sturdivant, because I believe she has set the precedent for all of us, if you could.
Yeah. Oh, well, Beth, are you at a place where we can pull you up onto the screen here with us? This is certainly a surprise for all of us. Here she is. Are you? You've got your microphone open.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm laying in bed with my, so I'm not going to be on video.
Okay. Well, why don't you tie that bow then, like what Bernard mentioned?
Well, Bernard, you know I love you. Well, you know, y'all, it's just teamwork. It's teamwork. It is really learning this product and learning how it works out here in the field. Just everybody, I'm used to a system. I come from a big franchise that I did for 21 years, and we had a major system that we followed. And I know that anything that's successful has to have a system, and that's what we're trying to implement with our people. So everybody together is what makes us one big family. So it's not individual at all. It's just teamwork. So thank you, Dr. Prasad, for all
Thank
those
you.
years of studying and helping all of us today. And thank you, Jeff, for being a great leader. We appreciate it.
Well, Beth, what you just said, this is together, everyone achieves more. That is the acronym for team. You couldn't be a better representative of that concept. We're all a family, and thank you for understanding that that system is in place for our success. So, you guys, let's say goodnight, and thank you again, Dr. Prasad. Papa
Thank-
Prasad.
Bye, Dr.
Thank you.
Prasad.